Hey, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk. So we're going to revisit TCat's Deep Vinyl Traxx. That's Mike. He published a video several months ago, which was basically the inclusive vinyl tag, and it was recently resurrected by Geek, and he did it using both vinyl and comics. I'm not a comic book collector, so I'm not going to be including any comics in mine, but I'm going to do some music. I'll do a few non-music things as well. And so let's get started. The first thing was to show a record, I guess any record. And so here's a 7-inch record. I just grabbed something out of my punk indie box. The Pinks USA and You're Tearing Me Apart. And so the Pinks were all-female garage punk band. This was released in the year 2000. Show a record that has a shape. Well, I'm going to show a cassette. Cassettes are shaped like rectangles. This happens to be the Psychedelic Furs Talk 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 from 1981. It's shaped like a cassette. Show a black vinyl. Okay, I think I can do that. AC/DC, Back in Black. The cover is black. And the vinyl is also black. There used to be a time where most of the time your vinyl was black. Make up your own. And so I decided to show a mixtape here. And so I have a box that still has some of my old cassettes. And I found an old compilation I'd made for myself to listen to in a tape deck in a car. You can barely read my writing. It's faded away over the years. This is probably made in about 1995 or 1996. I called it Toon Dog 2. I'm not sure where Toon Dog 1 is. It would have been the first such compilation I made. So, like, side 1's got, like, Elastica, Juliana Hatfield, PJ Harvey, Royal Trucks, Jill Sabule, and then side 2's, like, a little bit harder, so you've got like NoFX, Bad Religion, Sebadoh. Pavement, I chose the song Range Life. Smashing Pumpkins, I chose the song Geek USA. Nirvana, I chose Lake of Fire from the Unplugged. REM, I chose Crush with Eyeliner. And so that was just me choosing some songs. I guess that's a make your own. Number 5, show an old record. Well, I have this Benny Goodman single that's from, my understanding, it's from 1950. It Isn't Fair, and You're Always There. The Purple Capital label, so that's pretty old. And show a new record. Well, we'll show something from the year 2022. Mama, Household Name. So this is one of those groups that sort of influenced by 90s alternative rock, but they're modern-day band, kids in their 20s. And, of course, because it's a record from the year 2022, they usually aren't black. This one happens to be red. Show something from your favorite genre. Well, he didn't say it had to be music, so I'm going to show my favorite genre of movies. So I'm going to go with comedy. This is a VHS tape, Dazed and Confused. And, of course, there's a lot of music involved in Dazed and Confused as well, with these crazy high school kids in Texas in 1976. Show something from your second favorite genre. So I'm going to go with Mafia movies. And so I've got this DVD collection of The Godfather. So you have all 3 movies. Yes, we can ignore the third one. And the set of extras. Show something absolutely unoriginal. Alright, here's Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Look, it's on a CD. It's the Columbia House CD. So somebody paid a penny for this back in the day. I've got it on vinyl as well. Alright, picking up where we left off, you can see I have Fleetwood Mac Rumors on vinyl as well. So my emergency dustbin record, the 1980s Countdown to Armageddon by Hal Lindsey. And so Hal Lindsey is a preacher, has a lot of sort of prophecies of world ending and all kinds of terrible things happening. And this is on probably the flimsiest vinyl I've ever seen. It's great to use as a prop in videos such as this. A cover with no armadillos. Emerson Lincoln Palmer, brain salad surgery. No armadillos. Notice I did not pick Tarkus. Favorite knick-knack. I don't know if this is my favorite knick-knack, but it's a Las Vegas snow globe, because we know it snows a lot in Las Vegas. Show a record smaller than your head. Alright? There's a big head Todd and the Monster CD, which is smaller than my head. Show Dark Side of the Moon. There you go. Alright, show a picture with the band on the cover. So there's the Carnegie Hall concert, Buck Owen and his Buckaroos. They're in their nudie suits. Yes, I'm too lazy to take my albums out of the plastic sleeves. But not too bad a glare. If there's any glare, it's from those rhinestones. I'm surprised anybody ever put their band on the cover again after that came out. And that came out in like 1965. Show a cover without the band picture. Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet. So you got the Public Enemy logo, you got the planet Earth, but you don't have a picture of the band. You've got the gatefold with lyrics and credits. There is a picture of the group on the back. Show an unscented album. L7, Smell the Magic. This is their 1990 album on Sub Pop. Despite the name, it is not actually a scented album. So if you're smelling the magic, it's not going to come from the album cover. Show an album cover. So here's Coleman Hawkins, The Hawk Flies High. There's no record inside. And so the reason why is I'd ordered this from Vinyl Me Please a few years ago. Notice on the spine it says The Hawk Files High rather than Flies. Files, Flies. And so they sent us new covers that were corrected. And for some reason I still have the old cover because I don't know what else to do with it. Show a covers album. Alright, so this is Local H with their Quarantine Mixtape number 3. And so this is, they've done occasional cover albums. This was obviously during the pandemic. So you can see we've got When Doves Cry by Prince. We got The Kinks. We got Brandy, I'm a Fine Girl by Looking Glass. Eurythmics, Robert Plant, Fountains of Wayne, Mark Lanigan, and Blondie. Represented, covered by Local H. And show an album without a clown on the cover. Well, this is a book, not an album. It's Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is definitely not a clown. And to the best of my knowledge, Johnny Cash never released an album in his career with a clown on the cover, and he released a lot of albums. And if I'm mistaken about that, you know what to do. Tell me I'm an idiot down below. Here's an album called At Folsom Prison, where there is definitely not a clown on the cover. So, hope you enjoyed that TCat mic at Deep Vinyl Traxx. Thanks to Garage Geek for sort of revising the idea of the inclusive vinyl tag.